come to you from one of the truly iconic stadiums in the NFL as you get a look at Lambeau Field here in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Today, it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here between the Washington Commanders and the Green Bay Packers. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. First play, going to throw it. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And the defense loses him. It's complete. Touchdown, Washington. A big play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Commanders have taken the early lead on the road here at Lambeau. And oh, he clanks it off the right upright. And it's no good. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Short kick. One of the up middle take it down.
The Packers take over at their own 39-yard line.
And what is this? They're lining up here to punt on first down. They'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline.
Washington will take over first and 10 at their own 41-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Following the fumble recovery, Howell looking left side, and it's complete. Touchdown! A great effort there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Commanders are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Slide for the PAT. And oh, it's no good. For the 2nd time now in this first half, he's missed an extra point. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This one taken just inside the 10. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Packers take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. And this is going to be intercepted. Andrew Booth picks it off, and the Commanders are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. Charles, that makes now 5 interceptions in not even 5 quarters. Remember, he threw 4 picks last week.
And this turns into a tough situation because a lot of fans, the first thing is, oh, well, we need to change quarterbacks. This is your guy. This is your elite player. You can't just take him out like that. If I'm the coach, I make a little joke and say, you know something, big guy? We're going to change the football. So it's obvious that's the problem. It's not you. Keep firing.
Tackle made by Devondre Campbell. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you. and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
It's a first down for Washington on a pickup of 11. On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And he'll just plow right into a host of tacklers. Nothing there at all, and it'll be 2nd and 10. If this defense wants to stay in this ballgame, they've got to start ending some drives. That helps.
And they have to look ahead at what they expect the offense to do. And right now with that lead, that's run the football. So you don't just stack the line of scrimmage. You have to get upfield and try and make some plays in their backfield.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Off the option, here's Robinson. And he's got this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Packers' 33. Robinson will try to pick it up. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. Out of the gun, they give to Robinson. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. They'll run again here with Robinson. And he's in. Touchdown, Commanders. Brian Robinson Jr. His 7th rushing touchdown of the year, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. And can you believe it? He misses another one, his 3rd so far. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This is taken just shy of the 10. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. And the Commanders are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line.
Well, they're certainly not giving much help to their defense, are they? Because for the 2nd time now, that D has had to run back out on the field early after an interception. And remember, on the last drive, the opposing side took it in for 6 after that interception.
Now a handoff to start it out. Robinson. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Defensively, Jimmy Ward in on the stop. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. This defense could use a few more plays like that right now.
It certainly could, but think about it from an offense's perspective right now. They've got a lead, but they don't want to throttle down too much and stall themselves. Still want to move at a nice pace.
With a play fake, and now here's how to throw it. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed, because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. A throw left side to start out. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 1st down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed 1st down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
Now Rodgers on the bootleg. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Chase Young able to record his 5th sack of the season. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Rodgers now to throw. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 37. Now it's Rodgers. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. Another 1st down as he went right back to the same well, this time for 17 yards.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Robert Tonyan, a 20-yard touchdown. And the Packers are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And they'll make this now an 11-point deficit. After the touchdown on is Pat O'Donnell to send this one away. From the 6. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3 and out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
They'll go play action. Howell. He sets to fire deep. And that is incomplete.
Well, the gap man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Give to Robinson on the option. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. Let's see, the Packers defensively 6 DBs, so a dime look on 3rd.
Could play coverage or bring pressure.
Now they go play action with Howell. Going for the deep ball. And he takes it in for a Commanders touchdown. A great play there. Doing it again with his 3rd touchdown here in the opening quarter. As his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. And he missed it again. The 4th time now in this game alone, and that has to be great cause for concern over on that sideline. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This one taken just inside the 10. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down into those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. Rodgers going to give this one to Dillon. And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. They're quickly out wide. This is Watson. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. They're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Throwing now is Rodgers. This one swung out here to Jones. And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the first down marker.
Hey, take 26.
Rodgers going to go on 4th down. Completed out left to Dobbs. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. He's got it. And it's a Packers touchdown. Robert Tonyan. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Packers are able to cut into that deficit. Cut after up and go. And the lead down to 10, 24-14. After the touchdown on is Pat O'Donnell to send this one away. Right after the touchdown to extend their lead, now maybe opening the door a little bit there by allowing starting field position at the 40. First and 10 here for Howell and the Commanders at the 40. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Now, they had stopped him for a loss on the run anyway, so they'll decline that.
It's almost a good psychological advantage, isn't it? You created a penalty, and you still couldn't gain yards against us. No way we need to take that one.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Washington on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile. He's going to wind up and air it out. This is intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And the Packers are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line.
And I think this is a situation where the quarterback coach on the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and punt the football.
They'll send the tight end in motion left. Throwing on 1st down is Rodgers. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That's good for 28 yards. From Commanders territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Running right, here's Dillon. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. The Packers at 1-2 through the first 3 weeks of the season. And they fell in the opener, got back on the beam with a win in week 2, but stumbled again last week to fall under 500.
And despite that stumble,
and Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. Montez Sweat showing his strength and quickness there, a loss of 4. Well, last game he had 2 sacks. Got another one here, picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividends in what we've seen so far.
Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. Open man left side, it's the tight end Tunyon. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. And the Commanders are going to take over here up near the 40. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go in the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Again, it's Robinson. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. 3rd and 1. Howell's going to throw it. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. But forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. 66 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
And this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll run with Robinson. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Off the option, here's Robinson. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Now we got whistles before the snap. Looked like one of the Commanders jumped. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. A bad time for a false start penalty as they're backed up now for 3rd and goal. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. And the Packers pick it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
I don't care what the scoreboard says, partner. You know who's winning this game right now?
Mother Nature?
Yes, indeed. Precipitation's winning in a big way. Sloppy, sloppy. All these turnovers right now.
Yeah, well, this was the forecast. We got what was forecasted, and we've got a lot of turnovers. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 12-yard line. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Rodgers tapping this forward on the jet sweep. And obviously not fooling anybody here as they stop him behind the line of scrimmage. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. On 3rd and long, it's Rodgers. pass complete. And he steps out of bounds all the way up at the midfield stripe. A big play there just before halftime. And even 40 yards. From midfield, here's Rodgers. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half.
Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here at half number 1. Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete. But the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. From the gun, it's Rodgers. Throw right side, hauled in by Dobbs. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal. When you throw it this close to the goal line, usually you're thinking touchdown. Here they actually complete it but lose yardage.
When you're this close to the goal line, you have to anticipate that maybe you're going to see a defense that you can make a case that there's 11 in the box. There's just no room. So I'm with you. You got to find a way to push things downfield a little bit. Any type of space is better than what we just saw there. And that end result, not one that's satisfactory to them.
Here's Jones. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. Now a timeout coming here defensively. As on 4th down, may as well make them punt it. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will do it for this first half. So we have come upon halftime, and it's the visiting group from Washington who are out on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
And this will be a Packers first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield in man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
On second down, Dillon. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. You need your wide receivers as blockers. Sometimes they get a hold.
The big runs are often a result of what they do on the perimeter. In this case, got caught holding, and this one will come back.
Now Rodgers. He'll find Aguara complete. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on third down. Here's Rodgers to throw. He dumps this off to Dillon underneath. And he's going to be about a yard or two short of the first here. He needed the 35 but didn't make it. They'll run for it with Dillon. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And the Commanders come through with a fourth down stand. So that's the second time this game they've given it up on fourth down. They're now 1 for 3 on fourth down conversion tries.
But they must feel good about what they're doing, right? They continue to go for it on fourth down. Give the defense a lot of credit, though. They've stopped him 2 out of 3 times. Usually you have fourth down plays that you have dialed up and ready to go and you think are going to be successful. Not so far in this game.
So that time they got the left guard with a hold.
And let's face it, in today's ball, you might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help by grabbing the jersey and trying to ride him out.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Throwing on second and long. Powell. And this throw will be intercepted. And the Packers are going to have the short field here as they take over right at the 50. Well, these defensive coaches, they sure like what they got in this rookie corner. And with good reason, as you saw there.
He only cost him a day 2 pick, and a lot of people thought he had first-round ability. But when he was available on draft night, that was one where you didn't need the full time to make the selection. You called that pick in early, and he shows why he was so coveted with that interception there.
It'll be a gain of 5. And it'll be second down.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. On third down, here's Dillon. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. 13 yards, first down, Packers.
That's how you get right up off of the mat, because on the last play, they stoned him in the backfield and dropped him for a loss. But he's the type of guy that scared me a little bit because he's not daunted. Just got right back up, showed some confidence, and picked up a...
Got a man that's caught inside the 10. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. That goes for a gain of 31.
We have seen big plays from both quarterbacks throughout this game, and there's another one right there. Going back and forth, almost like 2 excellent guitar soloists trying to top each other with each additional play.
Rodgers tapping this forward on the jet sweep, and he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down, so let's see what this is about. A terrible spot for a holding call as he'll try again, but now from further back on first and goal. Here's Rodgers. The left side completion to Jones. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Second and goal from inside the 5. Rodgers tapping this forward on the jet sweep. And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. Aaron Jones from 4 yards out. And the Packers are an extra point away now from tying this ball game.
CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone.
Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Commanders take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 79 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Now throwing on 1st down here. Here's a screen for Robinson. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. Second down and a run by Robinson. 1 yard is the loss. They back up even further to a 3rd and 15.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
3rd and 15 here after the 1st and 2nd down plays went in the wrong direction. Faking the handoff. Howell. He's going to let this one go deep. That's caught inside the 20. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
Robinson, he'll try the left side. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain followed by a sizable loss here.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive took a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. On 3rd down, Robinson. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back.
Waste of time.
A field goal could get him the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. Howell on the QB sneak, and he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. The sneak successful from a yard out, and the Commanders answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. Extra point by Sly is up and good, and they will take a 7-point lead. Sly set to boot it. This one taken just inside the 10. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot. Rodgers going to throw. And Jones has it over the middle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They'll send the tight end in motion. On first down, Rodgers. A throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the fourth. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
No gain on the play there. It'll be second down. Well, he caught it right at the line of scrimmage, and before he could even think about advancing it forward, he got hit.
Great tackling, because that's what you're taught. Don't give up yards after the catch. And most offenses make a living off of yards after catch. Those hidden yards that may not go into the score sheet, but they count big for moving the ball and stretching the field. Really nice open field tackle.
And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Well, I think we were both wondering if we were going to see them try and push it deep downfield, facing a one-possession deficit late, and they certainly didn't disappoint. They gave it an effort.
The Packers on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Now it's Rodgers. Oh, the Commanders are going to get there as he's taken down. Montez Sweat picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Now Rodgers got to have this one. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And Washington will take control of the football in great field position. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Listen, when you got a guy with 3 touchdown catches back pocket already, you can guarantee they're going to keep looking for him, and you can also guarantee he's going to keep asking for the ball.
Oh, and that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. 105 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Back to Robinson now on first down. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. I'm sure that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on 3rd down. They'll pitch it to Robinson. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. It's a 5-yard pickup, but spotted a few chain links short of the first, so a little bit of decision time here coming up on 4th down. Powell on the the QB sneak. And, boy, that's going to be close. He didn't get much at all there, but he got the first. Looked like they might have held him defensively, but the referee signals it will be a first down.
But when it's 4th and inches, shouldn't you pick up the first down? I mean, shouldn't you go for it? I mean, if you can't get inches, right, why are you playing?
And on inches, that's your favorite play, right? Don't mess with handing it off. Just go ahead and get the surge and go right up the gut.
Exactly. Create that.
Oh, no, he lost the football. Could have been a costly mistake, but as it turns out, they keep possession.
You can't give away these types of opportunities in the red zone. And I'm sure that was flashing through his brain as the ball escaped his hands. Fortunately for him, able to get picked up by his team, fumble recovered. They still have an opportunity deep in the red zone.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Robinson is into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. And that is what you call lowering the boom down near the goal line. He was going to force his way in no matter what.
They always talk about low man wins when it comes to the offensive line, having the leverage to move the defenders. It's strong man wins when it comes to tackling in the red zone. And if you happen to be the low man and the strong man, that's a huge win.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. This one taken just inside the 10. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Well, Charles, you remember their last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it, but you understand why they did in this close game late. Now, though, the road back is even tougher.
Yeah, no doubt about it. And it was fair to look back and say that 4th down was the moment where this one was decided. But as you mentioned, understandable about why they went for it. But, hey, a lot of credit to the guys on the defensive side of the ball. They knew they'd have to defend in that situation, and they got it done.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hopefully they can come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a first down.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Now Rodgers. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Give him big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
26. Get 300. Get 300.
Rodgers going to go on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And it'll be a turnover on downs. So now with a little over 2 minutes to play, the road back gets very difficult.
Difficult, but still not impossible if they go ahead and play this thing out. Now the defense has to come up big. They've got to go for a strip of the football on each and every snap to try and give themselves a chance.
First down, Howell to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. 2nd and 4. A give left side to Robinson. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 135 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
first and 10, it's Robinson. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal. Robinson gets the toss on the right side. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth. Field goal unit and Joey Sly now. This to make it a 3-score game late. Sly able to put this one through, and that will extend their lead even further. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
From the 10. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. Rodgers now on first down. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Rodgers now to throw. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and Washington is going to win the football game. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Give to Robinson on the option. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 2nd and very short. So it's Washington getting the victory here. And it was a game where they were off and running in the first quarter, Charles, and never looked back.
You know, partner, after a while, we always say the same thing, don't we? They set the tone early, right? They started fast. So I asked a few of my horse racing friends, do you have a term for me that we can use to cover that? And they said, yeah. When a horse breaks out like that, you say he caught a flyer out of the gate. And that's exactly what this team did today. I mean, they jumped out there, jumped on them, and were never headed.
So for the Commanders, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they'll have another road date next week with the New York Giants. Meanwhile, for Green Bay, they'll drop down to 1-3. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home against the Chicago Bears.
Yeah, alright, my flow sinister. This ain't rap music, this straight literature. Small-minded, all your ideas miniature. They tend to hate on you when they can't get rid of you. I ain't going nowhere, 20-year career minimum. Call Hit Boy for beats, ask for 10 of them. I don't follow trends, I swing the pendulum. If the bag good, I'm gonna give her some. Let's reflect times, I try to collect mines from
That my Brooklyn go see Chirac, Southside, C12, 911, grrr to the Riasi, we still outside. Mine on the richest, heart in the trenches. You can't throw dirt on the underground, we thrive in it. Ghana boys stocks on the rise, Charlie, this flex know they ready. See, we went on to ride nobody wave, we the ones who started with it.